guys, welcome to the channel. My name is Sabrina and today we have another high protein Ninja Creami recipe, and this time we're doing chocolate peanut butter flavored. This is going to be 200 calories and 30 grams of protein, and it tastes absolutely delicious. So let's go ahead and get into the recipe. Before we do, if you enjoy this video, please feel free to give it a like and subscribe to my channel for more recipes and tons of fun health and fitness things. All right, let's get into it. So this recipe has 5 ingredients. I have them here, and you could totally vary this up if you want, but I'm going to be using half a bottle of this Fairlife protein shake. Now that is about 170 milliliters if you are tracking down to the milliliter, but it's going to be half a bottle. And then I'm going to use about half a cup of this almond milk for the rest of my liquid. And then I'm going to be adding some of this delicious chocolate peanut butter cup protein powder. I get this from PE Science. If you do not have a chocolate peanut butter flavored protein powder, which I realize you may not, I would recommend using either chocolate or peanut butter, and I think that will do ya in a pinch. And then our other ingredient is this powdered peanut butter. And I do think this one is very important, especially if you're just going to use a chocolate protein powder. And they have these in lots of different brands, and it's basically just pure peanut flavor, so we love that. It also has 8 grams of protein per serving, so that's great. And then just to thicken it up a little bit, we're going to be adding some of the sugar-free, fat-free pudding mix. So let's go ahead and just start with all of our ingredients. So as I mentioned, 170 ml. It's going to be about half this bottle. Now we're going to add about half a cup of our almond milk here. And this is one of those places where if you wanted to just use the whole Fairlife, that's fine. I like to make all of my recipes single serve so I can enjoy it all. So I know that I'll be using that for either another recipe or just to drink, so it's not really a big deal. But if you wanted to just use up the whole Fairlife shake, that's totally cool too. So for all my recipes, I like to get all of the wet ingredients in first, and now I'll go in with some of the dry. So we're going to do 10 grams of this PBfit powder. Now we're going to add 4 grams of the sugar-free, fat-free pudding mix. I'm using the chocolate flavor because that is our theme today. And then our last ingredient is our protein powder, and PE Science is one of my favorite brands, so it's one I use regularly. We're going to be using half a scoop or 15 grams. Perfect, so we've got all of our wet and dry ingredients in here. Now my favorite trick is just to use your handheld frother and give this all a whiz to make sure everything is incorporated. And that's it, just a couple ingredients that we put together here. I'm gonna go ahead, get it into the freezer, and I will see you tomorrow when we spin it up. But before we do, I'll be thinking about ideas for toppings like Reese's peanut butter cups, or one of my favorites is the Reese's peanut butter cereal. So that will probably be on top of this as well, which seems totally balanced. If you're gonna get 30 grams of protein, you might as well have a little bit of goodness on top as well. So anyway, I will see you tomorrow. Okay, so we are back and it is 24 hours later. We have our peanut butter creamy base here. Now what I did do was leave it out on the counter for about 15 minutes and then ran it under some hot water. It's just going to make it a smoother and faster process. So let's go ahead and get it into the creamy. Okay, and the setting we're going to use today is light ice cream. All right, we've just finished our first spin. Let's see what it's looking like. Okay, so it is looking pretty powdery. This is totally normal. What I do at this point is usually go around the edges with a small spatula just to prevent any icy sides. And then I'm also going to add a little bit of almond milk to this, and that's going to help it come along really quickly. Just hold. Okay, now we're just going to give it another respin. Okay, so I've gone ahead and respun it 2 more times. I think it's going to be really good, but just wanted to share with you one more time the macros on this. It is 200 calories and 30.6 grams of protein. So over 30 grams of protein in this pint, which is super exciting. And now let's go ahead and do the final reveal. And you can see here I've added what's going to be my topping is already in close proximity because I'm excited. Oh, yes. So that is looking absolutely beautiful. This is the consistency I like. It's really smooth, really creamy. This is my absolute favorite. And I'm going to be adding a little over 20 grams of Reese's Puff cereal. That's like 2/3 of a serving. It's under 100 calories. So if you add that to your pint, you're going to be getting all of this for under 300 calories and 30 grams of protein. So let me take you down over to our nice table and I can show you it all put together. All right, here's the finished product. I've got about 20 grams of my favorite Reese's Puff cereal on top. It is already melting because I've taken too many pictures of my beautiful ice cream and I need to go ahead and eat it instead. But some other ideas for toppings, of course, you could always use actual Reese's peanut butter cups. And yeah, this is our recipe for today. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please feel free to give it a like, subscribe to my channel. I love these Ninja Creami recipes and it seems like you guys do. So I'll see you back with another one soon. Thanks so much. Bye.